Alrighty, what is going on, everybody? My name is Blitzwinger, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to a brand new episode of LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens Customs. Yes, I said it, I did it. Let's get rocking, let's get rolling, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. First and foremost, like always, of course, if you guys want to see this series continue, drop a like on the video. That really does help me out a ton in terms of deciding for the future if you want to see more of the episodes. Plus, additionally to that, don't forget to stick around through the entirety of the episode and vote on who your favorite character was from the episode. Let me know if you guys like the new thumbnail design as well. Yay or nay in the comment section below. And last but certainly not least, don't forget to let me know which other designs would you like to see built on future episodes. So a lot of work, I know, but hopefully you guys can help me out and make the series that much better. So with that in mind, of course, we are ready to rock, we are ready to roll. Yes, this is a new character in the game known as Cad Bane from the wonderful world of Star Wars, or more importantly, the Clone Wars more specifically, and super duper happy to have this guy now on the team. Today we're going to be working on two very exciting designs, and I hope we can do them justice and actually do a pretty good job with them. And the first one of which will be Bounty Blitz. So essentially what we'll be trying to create is our own version of a bounty hunter, I guess. Is that really the best way to kind of put it? I think so. So essentially what we'll be trying to design is a bounty hunter that we hopefully will be able to nail down. Now, this bad guy character, you guys are still coming up with names for him, so I'm still looking out in the comments for names for this character. There were some really good ones. One of my favorites was like Max Star-Lord or something like that. It was really cool. And then there were a couple of others like Blitz Apocalypse or something like that. There was like a few different names that were like really cool, so keep them coming and we will come up with a name for this character. Now the issue is I'm gonna have to get rid of him here for today, but luckily I have this code written down, so I'll be able to recreate him in the future once more, because we're gonna need that cape for our Batman design. Alright, so with that being said though, let's get to work on Bounty Blitz. So we will be working on our own bounty hunter character, and ideally we obviously want him to be somewhat at least inspired by the Blitz bot, so I think we'll still probably maintain the color red as one of our primary colors. I think we will change up the hairpiece though. Maybe we'll even remove it completely, because I just don't know if it will look particularly good with any of this stuff. So let's just take that off for now. Let's see what kind of helmets do we have, because maybe there's a cool helmet that we could put on. Maybe something like that for a bounty hunter character. I don't know. It could go with something funnier, like something like this, just like that. Boom, perfect. It's like, yay, you look like a great bounty hunter. Or we could go with something a little bit cooler, like that. Now, if we change up the face to fit that look, I think we could possibly come up with a pretty sweet looking Blitzbot. By the way, one thing that I will say, don't you guys think it would be awesome if whenever they do customs, or whenever they add new characters to the game, they would add pieces to customs? So like, for example, Cad Bane came out. How cool would it be if we could get like his torso pieces and his heads added to the actual customization? I think that'd be sweet. Do you guys agree or disagree? Let me know in the comment section below. Oh my gosh, that looks funny. Let's see. Can't go with that one because we've already used it once before, I should say, and not that long ago. Maybe this? No. I'm trying to come up with something different than what we've used before, but I'm I actually kind of like the way that looks, to be honest. I do think that looks pretty sweet. Let me test out. What does this one look like? Whoa, that looks a little spooktacular. I obviously want to default to this one because I feel like that's the most Blitzbot kind of face that we have. So I think we'll stick with that one. We'll keep the head the way that we have it though, so that it's like distinctly different to the other looks that we have so far. Now, for the torso, I want something that has like a little like belt going across the chest like this, because I feel like that's kind of bounty hunter-esque, you know, like where you've got like all these like different components that you're carrying in like a backpack and stuff. So I feel like the Blitzbot would be like redressed into this like new attire where he's trying to like blend in with the environment of the desert, because he'll be a bounty hunter on the planet of Jakku. And I think that he's looking Jakku. That's what he's looking like. Oh gosh, that was a terrible pun. I apologize for putting your ears through that. All right, let's carry on here. I think we might do a little bit of a mix though with the legs to have a bit more red present. We might do that. Or, I don't know. Could go with something like that and maybe change the hips then. I'd need the hips to be like a brighter color. Like, whoa! Okay, first of all, that looks pretty sweet. I have to say, that looks pretty awesome. Because we have the color red present, which is important, obviously, but we also have all these other lovely colors present. So I actually really, really like the way that that looks. I have to say, that looks pretty fantastic. That looks pretty, pretty nice. Now, if we could just nail down the design a bit further, that would be awesome. All right, so let me see. As far as weapons go, since he is a bounty hunter, we need something a little bit more like... The force spike is cool, but I just don't feel like it's particularly like bounty hunter-esque. So... part of me really wants to give him the jetpack, which means that we're going to have to cycle through because I don't remember which specific class has the jetpack. I know that it's one of the pistol ones like that, because I think that that does look really, really awesome. I mean, come on. Like, how cool is that? Look at that. He looks amazing. Like, seriously, not trying to give myself too much credit here or anything, even though I'm doing exactly that. But my gosh, I really, really love this design. I think we nailed it. I really do. All right, let's see. So we got to make sure that there is enough room here to go ahead and spell out the entire name. Ideally, that is, of course. We'll see how it goes if we actually Blitz bound. I guess if we do no space, then there is enough room. So I guess it's a good thing that I didn't do a space between the Blitz and the Bounty, because otherwise there would not have been enough room between the two names. Where am I going? I'm like talking and not even paying attention that I've already skipped multiple times. All right. N and T and then Y. T-Y @ All right, Blitz Bounty or Bounty Blitz. I guess I should have spelled it the other way around, but Blitz Bounty sounds pretty cool as well. So there's the code for our design. First design, I should say, of the day, which is looking pretty stylish. Very, very happy with that. And now it's time to move on to the second design of the day. And this is the one that I'm nervous about, because this is the design that a lot of you guys have been asking for. A lot of you guys have been telling me on the previous few episodes of LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens Customs is that you guys want to see Batman. Now, I'm really, really, really wanting to nail this, and hopefully we do a pretty good job. The one thing I will warn you about is that we're going to have to go for the gray Batman outfit instead of the black Batman outfit, simply due to the fact that the cape is grayish more than it is like dark gray or anything. So we have to go with this particular design because I think that's the only way that we could get maybe somewhat of a decent looking Batman design. And even looking at all this right now, I'm already really, really worried because I don't see anything here that even remotely represents Batman's outfit. So this is going to be interesting for sure. Oh, yeah. I am so nervous about this. All right, so for the head color, I guess I need to make it gray then. I can't make it black, because I was going to change it to black, but it wouldn't work because we're not going for the black suited Batman. Oh, man. Yeah, that wouldn't work. Let's see. What kind of outfits do we have? No, that won't work. We could go with like a hood, though, which wouldn't be a bad idea, honestly, because at least it will give us that little bit of extra kind of coverage of the character, because I just... I don't know. I don't think there's anything else here that would really work particularly well for this design. I mean, like, I guess technically we could just maybe keep it off completely. Let's see. What will it look like if we, like, let's say put on a decent face? Oh, but again, that's the other problem here, is that the face that we use is not going to be Batman-esque. Oh my gosh, this is so tricky. Like, honestly, this face would work really well for something like Batman, right? Because you can see somewhat his eyeballs underneath. And then maybe if we had a cool mask to put on. But unfortunately, there really isn't anything that fits that very well. I mean, we could kind of go with that, but I really do wish that we could have found something that would work perfectly here. But I just don't think we will, because I think that most of the looks here just won't look particularly good as Batman looks. Nope, that does not look good at all for Batman. Maybe this? The Mustached Man. There we go. We remade Batman into a new superhero known as the Mustache Man. I don't really want to use this face again because I just don't feel like it's kind of unoriginal at that point. Like, what are we doing? Like, we're just reusing the exact same expression over and over and over again. So because of that, I'm actually genuinely somewhat, let me see, will that look cool? No. I'm actually somewhat leaning towards this, and I'm not even kidding about that, because I think that that might be our best option, which is pretty bad, but, you know, within the limits of what we're working with, I don't think it's that bad. Let's see, what will that look like? I mean, like, you know what? Let's go for it. We're going to go for our own design of Batman. So he's not going to look exactly like Batman. He's going to be inspired by Batman for sure. But we have to reinterpret him as what would he look like within the limits that we have presented to us? Like within the items that we have, will this possibly look like Batman? By the way, that looks really cool, actually. I really like that design. We should come up with some hero for that, like Black Manta or something. That could look really sweet. But I'm kind of honestly right now leaning towards this possibly as the helmet of choice, because it's got the yellow kind of goggles, so it's somewhat Batman-esque. We have the eyes peeking through on the back, so it kind of works. It kind of works as a cowl. So I think in that regard, we'll keep that going. Now, we will change the arms, and we will change the hands also to gray so that it kind of fits in with a Batman design. I don't know if I like those particularly well. These could look really cool though. A little bit of brown there up top. Why not? Actually, maybe we could make the gloves brown as well. So it's kind of like almost steampunky Batman to a certain extent, which, hey, that's not a bad thing. If it turns out cool, that's all that matters really at the end of the day. Like that would look pretty sweet right there, no? I don't know. We probably want something with a little bit more of like belt buckles and stuff, because Batman typically has like, you know, his bat belt where he's got all his gadgets and such. So we probably want to search for something like that. Actually, that's not bad right there at all. That is not too shabby because it's got the little pouches and everything. So I like that. Let's see. Is there anything else that is predominantly gray that has pouches on it? That's what we're looking at right now. This is kind of got pouches, but it's not really. It's more just like a belt than actual pouches and such. So I don't know that there is anything that will work better than the one that we just had on our character. I mean, this one is really nice too, but I feel like that one is like, this one almost like, you know what this reminds me of? If we did, actually, we could do that. We could do Nightmare Batman from Batman v Superman, and that would be pretty easy to do. So if you guys want to see that, let me know, because I would definitely consider to do that. That could be a really, really, really cool design. But within the limits that we have to work with here for today, I think we'll go with that, because I really do think that it does look pretty good. Now, for the torso, or the hips, I should say, first, we'll change that up. I'm keeping the theme of kind of having a little bit of brown in there as well, just because I think it looks cool. It kind of gives it this leather look, as though Batman found this outfit, he stitched it together with like pieces of leather that he found and so on and so forth. So I think that it looks really, really cool. We need something with like cool pouches and such like that, for example. So that looks pretty sweet. And I think that might be the look that we're going with. I think that might be our Batman, which I did not think would be the case when we started this. Now, for Batman, at first I was like, let's give him a lightsaber, because that would be cool. But now that I think about it, he usually has a grapple gun, so it would make sense more to give him a grapple gun. Now, I wonder which weapons have the grapple hook plus a pistol, because I think that would be our best bet here. We could give him this, because it's got the grapple gun, but I just don't know if the staff is, like, very fitting, because Batman usually doesn't use that kind of weapon. I mean, again, if we're doing, like, Batman v Superman stuff, he did have that spear, so this could kind of be like that spear, and then the grapple gun is there, so it kind of works in that regard, but ideally we have... Ooh, wow, we need a character with dual-wielding knives like that. That would be so cool. But I'm thinking... Actually, you know what? Batman v Superman, he had a gun as well, right? He had that, like, cool gun that he used against Doomsday and stuff. So that might actually be it right there. I think that's a pretty cool look right there for our Batman. All right, so with that in mind, ladies and gents, it is time to give him his name. He will be Batman, and hopefully you guys think he turned out pretty cool. Again, keep in mind there are a lot, and I mean a lot of limitations that we are presented with when we do this. Plus, as always, I tell you guys, I try to keep this as spontaneous as possible. By the way, there's the code right there for the character. But I try to maintain this as spontaneous as possible, which basically means before the episodes, I don't like go into the customization and like learn, oh, let's just do this and like pre-plan everything, because I think it's not going to be authentic, and therefore it's not going to come off like genuine or genuine, depending on how you pronounce that word. But additionally to that, I just feel like it's more fun if we're kind of putting the character together on the fly, because then we have to work within those particular limits. So with that in mind, ladies and gents, let's go on ahead and take a look at the two characters that we designed here today. So here's the first one, which is Bounty Blitz, also known as Blitz Bounty, and I am really proud of this design. I think it turned out fantastically well. I mean, seriously, I really super duper love the way that this character looks. I think it looks tremendous. I love that it's got the really cool pistol and everything, and obviously this character is supposed to be a bounty hunter, so the practicality of having the grenade plus of course the jetpack is very useful in pursuits and such. So I think it looks cool, plus the added piece of the Darth Maul headpiece is really cool because it kind of makes it a little bit more menacing and villainous, which is also really cool. Now, our second design of the day was, of course, Batman inspired, or I guess Batman inspired design. And I have to say, again, within the limits of the customization of the game, I think that this turned out pretty cool. I think that we turned together a pretty sweet looking Batman. I think that this is totally realistic to think. Like, if you took Bruce Wayne and you dropped him into the Star Wars universe, I really could see him designing something along these lines in order to be able to fit in and I guess also look really cool within this particular universe. So let me know, which character do you like better? Is it Blitz Bounty or, of course, the one and only Batman? Let me know in the comment section below. Or I guess that guy. He's just like, hey, what about me? I want to be in the shot. Hey, guys. Hi. He's like waving. He's like, Mom, get the camera. Take a picture. Nonetheless, ladies and gents, thanks all for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode of Customs. If you did, please don't forget to leave a like. You guys are absolutely incredible. I'll catch you guys next time. Peace out. See you laters, alligators. Bye-bye, everyone. Thanks all for watching, guys.